So now that we've talked about comparisons, let's take a break real quick from the big five because we need to discuss how do you talk about stuff, like how do you do comparisons online without coming across so biased? Because that's the problem, right? You might be saying to yourself, why would we even talk about that? Because they're just going to think that we're going to be self-serving. The key is that we discuss these things, whether it be on video, whether it be in writing, in a way that someone immediately, upon hearing it, almost leans in and says, I can't believe he or she said that. That's the idea. Now, I call this disarmament. It's like disarming the situation. First thing you do in a hostage situation is you say, hey, put your weapons down. Why? Because now you can have a conversation. It's the same thing when you're communicating online. We have to say things that they don't expect, especially when it's a topic that they think we're going to be biased with, that they think we're just going to be trying to sell our ideas. And if we do this, it's going to help them realize, wow, this person has my best interests at heart. So let me give you an example so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So let's be hypothetical. Let's say that I was producing a video, which that's what we're doing right now, but this video was on the differences between concrete and fiberglass pools, all right? Now, you know, let's say hypothetically, you're on my website, you're looking at this, you're like, well, he's just a fiberglass pool guy. He's going to tell me all the reasons why I should just get concrete. I'm sure he's going to be biased, right? So you're sitting back almost like doubting. So what can I do? What can I say immediately to get you to lean in and say, oh, yeah, well, this guy, I kind of trust him. Okay, that's disarmament. You got to disarm them quickly. So I'm going to give you an example of this, and then we're going to analyze some of the things that I said, how I said it, so that you can see how the principle applies across the board in any of your communications online. So again, here's the video. Notice the spots where you get disarmed. One of the questions we get here all the time at River Pools is, so Marcus, be honest, tell me, why should I choose fiberglass over concrete? Well, the truth is, you shouldn't always choose fiberglass over concrete. In fact, there are times when concrete, believe it or not, it is the better option. So what this video is going to do, it's going to explain to you honestly and transparently the pros and the cons of both types of swimming pools. And by the end of this video, hopefully you'll have a great sense as to which is the best choice for you. Okay, so that was the video. So where were the parts where I disarmed you, made you lean in and say, what? I can't believe you said that. I immediately came right out and say, truth is, it's not always fiberglass the best fit for you. And I came right back and said, there are times when concrete is the better option. And then I said, we're going to talk about the pros and the cons of both types, and we're going to let you decide. So by the end of that, you're saying, I actually believe this guy. He has my best interests at heart. And if I really do teach them in a way where the honest pros and cons are explained all the way through the end of the video, you're going to say to yourself, that was one of the most educational videos I've ever seen. I'm so grateful that this company was willing to be honest with me. And the fact is, some people are going to watch that video, and yes, I'm going to turn them to concrete. And is that a good thing? Yeah, it's a good thing, because fiberglass isn't for everybody. Just like your company, your product, your service, it's not for everybody. So the question is, do you talk about that? This is why one of the sections that I strongly urge everybody to have on their website, and this is for potential customers, and again for potential recruits, is who we're not a good fit for. And you're like, what? Yes, an actual page of your site that talks about who you're not a good fit for, where you discuss in a non-snarky or non-sarcastic way who you're not an ideal fit for. Because here's the thing, if you do this, you do it the right way, the psychology is this: the moment you're willing to talk about what you're not is the moment you become dramatically more attractive to those who you are a good fit for. And so as you produce content going forward, ask yourself, does it sound biased? Are we coming across as self-serving? Or are we willing to look at both sides of the coin? Are we talking about pros and cons? Are we ever even recommending other potential solutions? If you're not, you're not developing that trust that's possible. But if you do, again, this is how you become the thought leader of your space. And that's the essence of disarmament.